Hey, what's up, guys? Andrew here. And in today's video, we're diving into the stock market and walking through stock tickers. We're going to be talking about what stock tickers actually are, the main overall stock ticker for the entire stock market, how you can find your own stock tickers, and give you some examples of some big companies and what their tickers actually are. And at the end of the video, I'm actually going to go into my own take on what's important about stock tickers, how to use them properly, and kind of just give you a little bit more tips and tricks about the stock market as a whole. So let's get into it. So you've probably seen a stock ticker scrolling at the bottom of a TV news report on a website online or just anywhere on the bottom of any kind of like financial news reporting service. And the ticker provides a lot of information. Number one, it provides the current information of like the stock price. It also includes a ticker symbol, which can be anywhere from a 1 to 4 letter symbol or a code that represents the actual particular stock. And the stock ticker is just, it's a report of the price of certain stocks updated continuously throughout the day. It's going to be moving day in and day out, and it goes from stock market open to stock market close, and even a little bit before and after that on pre and post market trading.
Oh no! Oh no!
And up until about the 1990s, before the internet was a thing for traders, the actual paper tickers or the ticker tape was how people actually got the information on how to see what the stock price was day to day. Like they actually had price fluctuations printed out, alphabetical order by company, and it would be printed on this tape, which you would scan through and look like just like Mr. Burns did on the Simpsons quote there. But now in current time, you can actually see ticks or live changes to the stock price throughout the day by going on to any kind of financial news service again and seeing the actual ticker price fluctuate. And a tick, by the way, is just any kind of change in stock price, whether that movement is up, down, staying the same. It's just all the ticks, all the trades throughout the day are represented by ticks on the actual stock ticker. Some of the major news networks and websites like CNBC, BNN, Yahoo Finance, they have continuous coverage of the markets from open to close and a stock ticker running at the bottom of a broadcast like shown right there on Cramer's report. So there's actual quick and easy way to find out what's happening in the stock market on any given day. And the ticker you want to check for that is called the SPX. And these three letters, SPX, represent the S&P 500 index. And it's just basically, it's one of the best gauges for overall American companies, like power companies. And then by extension of that, because the American market or the New York Stock Exchange is the biggest exchange in the world, it is the kind of barometer of health for the overall stock market. So the SPX is the ticker for the stock market as a whole. Now, if you want a ticker with a heavier focus on technology, let's say, because we all know technology is becoming more and more prevalent in day-to-day life, you can use what's called the NASDAQ index or the ticker known as NDX. The other and last stock ticker you should know for overall market health is known as the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or DJI is the ticker, the three-letter code. It tracks 30 of the largest publicly owned blue chip companies in the United States. So these are well established, they're stable, and again, they're providing a great idea of overall economic health of the entire stock market. So you got three of them right there. You got the S&P 500, the XPX. You got the NASDAQ, which is tech heavy, which is the NDX. And you have the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the top 30 of that S&P 500, the top 30 companies in the US by market cap and by health and stability. So those are the ways you can kind of do quick checks on what the market's doing day to day with those three tickers, okay? Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you're getting value in this video here. Now, along with the 1 to 4 letter codes that you can see, you will also get a price of the stock or index when looking at a stock ticker. If the price is shown in green, green is good. If there's an arrow maybe or the actual letters are in green, it means that for that particular day, so far, the price has gone up.
I'm jacked. Holy shit. I'm jacked! I'm jacked to the tits!
On the flip side, if the price is shown in red, then it has gone down that day, and that's okay. That happens sometimes.
Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
If it's gray or white, it just means that it's neutral for the day. It hasn't really moved up or down yet. And just keep in mind that the markets move throughout the day. So the stock ticker that you're looking at may start out the day red and go green. It may start green and go red. It might stay the same for the whole day. It might stay green all day. It might go red all day. It just depends on the trend for that actual day of trading. Now, time for some quick hitters. So like I said before, every publicly traded company will have its own ticker or its own code. And once you start investing in stocks a little bit more, it becomes more familiar to you. So tickers like AAPL, which is Apple, HD, which is Home Depot, Microsoft, MSFT, Tesla, TSLA, GOGG is Google, Netflix, NFLX, MCD, McDonald's, KO, Coca-Cola. These are all just common tickers that you will become familiar with as you invest in the market or whatever you choose to invest in. You become very, very commonplace and very well known with that ticker, and it become very second nature to you to go see that ticker and say, oh, that's that stock. It's gone up or down today. You can just kind of check it at a glance instead of being like focused in on what it is. But if you want to look up a ticker yourself, Here are two free ways you can do it. And the first would be to go to Yahoo Finance, which is a super helpful website if you want to click around and learn. All we're going to do is go to yahoofinance.com, go to the top up here, and you can type in any kind of company that you want to. We're going to type in Caterpillar, which is a industrial infrastructure building company. They make a lot of excavators, loaders, kind of big equipment for construction. And if you just click enter, Caterpillar, it'll pop up with the page. And Caterpillar, you can see the ticker there is CAT. It gives you the stock price. You can see that it's down today as we're recording this, which is red. And that's all you need to know. There's other information here on Yahoo Finance, all this other stuff you can go check out if you want to about the company itself, which is a great resource. But again, any company you want, Caterpillar, and even as you're typing it in at the top search bar, the actual symbol or stock ticker will be there. It also tells you which market it trades in. This is New York, Germany, different ones right there. So there you go. You have Caterpillar right there. That's option number one. Now, the other way to go look up a ticker is to go to our old friend Google and just type in whatever you want with the company name and just followed by the words stock ticker. So here we are, our trusty pal Google, and we're just going to type in Peloton stock ticker. And boom, see what happens. News articles come up. This is all free again, of course. And we see that Peloton Interactive Incorporated, it trades on the NASDAQ, which is just, it means it's kind of a tech company or tech related. And you see that the ticker right there is Peloton, PTON. It gives you the actual ticker price for the stock, which is $13.40 for the day. You can see that it's up about 20% today, up $2.2, which just means that it's up for the day. And it's actually up that much because it just released today that it's going to be selling its bikes on Amazon as we're recording this in August 2022. So that's big news for Peloton. Hopefully they can provide the company with that move. Pretty simple, right? There's two ways to do it. They're both free. If you want to make a list of companies to invest in, which I highly recommend you do, maybe 10 to 15 companies, and then kind of go through and find the tickers, find the information, figure out what company is about. You can do that through Google or through Yahoo Finance for free. Now, my take on this, on stock tickers, they are very important, and it's important to have an idea of what the tickers are, what the main ones are for the overall market health, but you don't need to be plugged in and checking them every single day for the average investor. If you're a day trader, that's a little bit different. You're going to have like 8 screens in your house. You're going to be plugged into the computer 14 hours a day. For the average person, though, you don't need to check them every single day. Maybe you need to check it once in the morning, one day, in the afternoon, the next day, and just kind of monitor things, just have an idea of what's happening. You become comfortable with these stock tickers and you'll understand which companies are doing well, which companies are trending in the right directions, and you'll go into things like stock charts, profit margins, management teams. Those things are kind of more important, I think, than the actual stock ticker or the price of the stock. Like the stock price doesn't make a company. The people who run it, the revenue numbers, the actual earnings calls, the performance of the company over time is the company, not the actual stock price. So it's one part of the big picture, but it's not the be all end all, in my opinion. So if you guys want to know more about that, check out Yahoo Finance. Go and find the summaries of companies, dive deep into who's behind them. Are they historically a good management team? Do they make money? Isn't one of the things about companies that are very important? And like, just educate yourselves a little bit more on what the company does and what they're about. You can do that now because you know how to find stock tickers. So you can go and find the ticker number one, go punch that in and find out more about the company and do your research before you invest. So that brings me to a question for today's video. What is your actual favorite company to invest in? Put the ticker in the comment section for this video. I'm doing the same for myself. I'm actually interested to see what you guys come up with and kind of what the group, if there's a group consensus or what people are kind of looking at to invest in right now. But I'm interested to see. And as always, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. If you guys are feeling like you're getting value, if not, please don't. I only want to see people who are interested in this kind of stuff and content like this. If you're getting value, hit that like button as well. And thank you guys again. I will see you on the next one.